Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to my channel, the Angels of Alchemy. I'm Dee Grewal, psychic medium and angelic channel. And this is going to be the weekly read for water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces from October 6th to October 13th. Real quick, you can find me on Facebook at Dee Grewal, psychic medium and angelic channel, as well as on Instagram at the Angels of Alchemy. And you may visit my website at healingwithheaven.com. All of that is in the description box below. So I hope you're all having a wonderful weekend. And I'm back with the readings. I'm sorry I wasn't able to post last week. It was a very busy weekend for me. We're getting back into the flow of things now. I am going to be doing things a little bit differently. A lot of channeled messages coming in at this time. And I will be posting messages that I am channeling for the collective. So you might want to check out for the month of October the channeled message that I did. I did lay out a small amount of cards for that reading, but the channeled message comes after I go over the cards. Then I will go into a channeled message. So you might want to check that out. It's a message for the collective. And I've been thinking about doing that with the elements or individual zodiac signs. It's something that I'm working towards. So we'll see how it goes. Real quick, if you are subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. And don't forget to give me a like and a thumbs up on my video if you are subscribed. Those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. And if the messages resonate, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. So with that being said, let's move into this reading. I have pre-shuffled the cards and gone ahead and pulled them out. It saves me some time, but I've also been meditating on your energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and I have a very specific message for somebody. It's coming through extremely strongly, okay? This is a very intense week. They did show me disappointment and grief. There was an image of somebody who has gone through some kind of ending and completion. I do feel that for someone out there, obviously this isn't going to resonate for everyone, okay? Please keep in mind, this is a general read, okay? So take what resonates and leave the rest. But I do feel that there's been a loss. And I do feel that this has been a loss of a partner. Now, for some of you, you may be able to take this as a loss, as an ending within a partnership and relationship. For others of you, this is a literal loss in the sense of somebody has crossed onto spirit. I do feel I have a male in spirit that has passed over, and you know, I felt this energy very strongly. This is somebody that who was having a battle with his health. I do feel like that he crossed on from Cancer. There's just a feeling of that coming through very strongly. And if you can't take it in that way, there's the person who has kind of passed on quickly here as well. But I do feel that there's a partner, a significant other that has been left behind, that is really struggling from this loss. There's a lot of grief and sorrow coming in. They were showing me an image of just feeling very alone. And for some of you, I do get the sense and feeling that it's like the carpet beneath your feet, the rug beneath your feet has just been pulled out from under you. And this feeling of just utter despair and disappointment. Now, they did show me that you're having to move house, having to move home. There's this feeling of like, where do I go? What do I do now? And a feeling of how I'm going to manage. Some of you are literally moving away, okay? I feel like you're going to be moving, relocating. There's a feeling of that. These are some of the images that they showed me. So with that being said, let's go ahead and move into the cards, okay? And I will tell you, I was just in disbelief, in shock, when because I meditate before I even pull any cards. And when I started pulling the cards, they pretty much confirmed exactly what I had gotten about this loss, this grief, somebody who's literally lost a life partner, okay? And it's been confirmed in the cards. So as I said, this is a general read. It may resonate for some and not others. There is a feeling of, it's an emotional week, okay? Going through, they gave me the word transcendence as well. And this is, I did feel that this person, going from this world into the next, and as well as you're in this place of going through transcendence. There's a spiritual awakening, something about your path. This is this kind of what you've been going through, this loss that you've gone through is also putting you in this whole other space. There's almost like it's a part of some kind of spiritual awakening for you as well. I do feel that the person that I have in spirit is really bringing through signs and messages, and they want to get a message across to their partner, okay? So we have traveling lightly here. For those of you who are moving, I almost feel like you're just completely having to start over. There's things that you're going to leave behind. And some of you who have gone through an ending within a relationship where you haven't had a loss of a partner, but you've gone through this ending, you're just like going to move forward very lightly. You just want to leave everything behind and move on. Some of you are going to be relocating, moving home, and they're saying, just take what you need and don't take stuff that is outdated and old, that is going to be a weight. Travel lightly here, simplifying your life is the message that's coming up. Now you have Mystic Healer coming up as well, and this is healing energy flows through you. And I just get the sense and feeling for those of you who are going through this time of grief and loss, there's this divine energy, okay, that is really supporting you. You have this healing energy coming in from the divine. You have a guide or some kind of support that's coming in, angelic support that I'm really feeling that they are surrounding you with this healing. For others of you, this healing within you, you're somebody who's a healer, and this has been awakened within you. And also, I almost feel like some kind of loss has triggered this healing within you, that you are now awakening to your gifts. Okay, so there's a sense and feeling, different circumstances here. Now, I did pull a Moonology card, and the message that's coming in here is emotions are really running high this week. Okay, so some of you, literally, this has happened very recently for you, but there's a lot of emotion that I'm feeling, and that came up for me really heavy when I was meditating. Now, I did pull Archangel Michael cards here, and you got honor and trust your feelings, okay? There's a lot of emotions. Again, this is all about your feelings. Some of you that have been going through this kind of conflict within your relationships, where you've not had the loss of a partner, but there's been an ending. It's like you had some kind of intuitive guidance coming in. You need to trust what you've been feeling. For those of you who, and especially for this person that's gone through this heavy loss, I feel like you need to honor and trust the messages that you're receiving from spirit that are coming in very strongly at this time. There's something that has happened, that this person has brought through signs and symbols to you after they've crossed over, and you need to trust what you've been receiving. And know that even though you've gone through this loss, that a love is eternal. I feel that this person is really, and I do feel that it's a male here who's kind of crossed. So I do feel there's a female that's been left behind, because I do feel, and there's children here as well. I'm getting the sense and feeling of that. But there's this love and support, and this love will never die. It's eternal. I almost feel like you feel their presence beside you. to believe and trust that they're right here. I feel like you've lost hope and you've lost faith. There's a feeling of feeling angry. And they're wanting to comfort you. Very strong feeling with that here. Very heavy reading. I'm sorry about that. Like I said, the messages will resonate for some, but not everyone. Now, whatever you're going through, you've become despondent. This is a lack of hope, feeling despair, feeling absolute loss and sorrow, not trusting and believing in anything anymore. You're so caught up in your grief. I feel like you're feeling very numb. And there's this feeling of nostalgia, having to accept, but like not able to accept. There's a need of, it's almost like for some of you, I'm feeling like not quite believing what's happened, what's transpired, trying to come to acceptance here. And here you have it, the completion. You know, having to accept this loss, but really struggling with the grief. Some of you, this is, like I said, an ending within a relationship, and some of you, this is the loss in the sense of you've lost a partner who's gone to spirit. Which is putting you in this, it's like this loss has triggered some kind of journey. You're wondering about the spirit world. It's opened this, something within you that you're looking for some deeper meaning in life, and it's putting you on this journey, this quest, seeking answers, wanting to connect, wanting to know more about the other side. I almost get the sense and feeling of there's some kind of spiritual awakening happening here. But in some ways there's this denial as well, and not wanting to see things. You're literally throwing yourself into work because you can't cope with the grief. You're in this place of sense of denial. Very intense. You need to trust the intuition that you're receiving right now. Some of you have really been going through a tough time within a relationship where you've had a lot of intuitive guidance, but you're refusing to see things for what they are. You're refusing to see that this cycle needs to come to an end. There's a heavy or toxic feeling I'm feeling as well. Some of you are in a toxic situation. You're unable to get yourself out of it, knowing that you truly deserve love. Okay, so there's another scenario there. There's a new path for you. Trusting your intuition that somebody is bringing you signs and messages, and I feel like is this really happening? So I feel your partner that's gone on to spirit is communicating, and you know, you need to trust your intuition here. Here it is, trying to accept this emotional loss. This is right underneath acceptance. Trying to accept this loss, trying to heal your heart. this has put you into your shadow side, feeling in this dark place right now, not seeing the light. You're in a place of going through, you know, your shadow self. Some of you are going through this dark night of the soul, trying to find a deeper meaning, a deeper understanding, trying to come to terms with, you know, how has this happened? Why has this happened to me? There's a sense and feeling of that. Trying to find balance again. You know, you almost feel like you lost everything that made you feel solid and balanced. You feel like your foundation has been ripped from beneath your feet. Having lost your stability, worrying about your finances as well. I feel like you're wondering how you're going to cope now. Feeling very discontent in your life, unhappy, throwing yourself into work because you're just suffering, you know, you're going through this suffering, this grief, not seeing anything else. In a place of stagnancy. Let's go into your tarot cards. You have the Fool here. Having to move forward, a new beginning after going through this grief and loss. Needing to take a leap of faith. Trying to make a decision about your life going forward. There's a move. I'm definitely feeling a move. Relocating. Perhaps the place that you're in is just not affordable now. But feeling like, where do I go? What direction do I move in? How do I move forward now? Wanting a new passionate start, but not quite knowing this. I feel this is you wanting to charge forward, wanting to move towards those things that you feel passionate about, but it's almost like, will I feel passion again? Will I have, will I feel it? It's almost like, will I feel again? There's a feeling of that. It's like trying to decide what will make me feel good again. What will awaken that passion within me, that having that creative spark within you again. Okay, there's just a feeling of that. What is gonna be my fuel, my fire? Trying to find the willpower, the drive, the determination to live and keep moving forward after this loss. You need to trust your intuition about this beginning. This is about you going within and seeking and finding answers within. It's the High Priestess, hidden inner wisdom and knowledge, seeking something. You're seeking that now. This has put you on this path of spiritual awareness, awakening, trying to find esoteric wisdom and knowledge. You're going into the metaphysical. I feel like this is putting you in this whole other space. Here you are as the King of Wands, trying to make a decision about your life. What is my passion and desire now? You have the Judgment card here. There's a feeling of, why has this happened to me? There's a rebirth, rebirth, an awakening. You're almost feeling like, there's a feeling of anger that's coming up for me here. feeling angry, feeling like, you know, I'm now having to start over. Let me show you the clarifying cards first. This new beginning, it's like you feel disappointed, you feel despair, you feel incomplete without your partner from this loss, feeling unhappy in your life, wanting more. You know, you're trying to make a decision, you're feeling very trapped, unable to see a way forward, feeling very bound. But there's a healing that's occurring. Here you are as the Knight of Wands. It's like you're finding that willpower, that determination, that drive, that force. You're, you know, moving towards what you feel passionately about. Like you're trying to find that within, and it is going to happen. There's a healing that's occurring here. Highlighting the King of Wands, you have contentment and sorrow. It's like, sorry, it was this way. It was sorrow and contentment. And this is about you feeling like at a loss. Like, am I ever going to feel my happy again? Am I ever going to feel content again? Will I ever feel what I've felt before? Will this happen? Will this happen in this new beginning? Like, it's like you're in a place of reflection. Some of you are having to move home, okay? You're relocating, having to move home, and you're just in this place of how am I going to manage? But there is this new start. Here you have the Knight of Pentacles. I feel this is you seeking stability. There's some thought about your finances. You're moving forward, but you're going to move forward very slowly. Because right now, you're in this reflective state. You're needing to take a rest. I feel like you're needing to take a rest from all of this. But you want to move towards your dreams, your desires. You will have the ability to create a solid foundation for yourself. The Magician is coming in saying, take this time out. Regroup, regather yourself. You know, find that willpower, that determination. Find your power within. Know that you have the tools to create what it is that you need. There's some kind of blessing I feel that's going to come in here. You will have your financial stability. Okay? Underneath the Knight of Pentacles, you also have the Ace of Cups. You have Nine of Cups. And you have the Hanged Man. I almost get the sense and feeling here, you know, for those of you who've ended a relationship, I feel like it's like, will I find love again? And with this Nine of Pentacles coming in, I feel that there is going to be a new beginning, and there is something coming towards you. Very slow. I feel that there's a need for a time out at the moment, but this will come in, and then you will manifest a partner that will meet your needs, that is a love that is worthy of you. Okay, there's a beautiful offer of love. There's a cup of love here. Some of you, you know, and this is bringing you wish fulfillment, but you need to see things from a different perspective here. For those of you who've gone through this loss, it's like that love can never die. That cup of love is still there. And this person that, you know, this person was your wish fulfillment. This was, you know, there's a sense and feeling of they really fulfilled you. And there's so much disappointment here. And it's almost like, will I find that kind of love again? It's almost like, will I ever feel love again? Okay. There's a need for you to rise above. You need to take a time out and see things from a fresh perspective, a different perspective. But Spirit is guiding you here. Now, you know, I feel like you're searching for something more here. So highlighting the, let's see, actually, was it this way? Let me get this right. So the Knight of Pentacles is being highlighted by balance. You're trying to find your balance again after going through this loss. And you're trying to find your stability. And that's what I really felt here, that, you know, you're needing to take a time out so that you can heal and you can find this for yourself again. Highlighting the Four of Swords. Yeah, this is about your stability. So next to the Knight of Pentacles balance, you have, you know, needing to find your stability, trying to take a time out after going through some kind of loss here. Highlighting the Magician. Sorry, I was trying to see which cards were where again when I pulled these. Highlighting the Magician. You're worried about your financial stability. Am I going to have the finances to move forward, to create this new life? It's like highlighting the Ace of Cups, searching, you know, there's a feeling of, this is about you also loving yourself and realizing you're that cup of love. But you're, you know, some of you are like searching for unconditional love, searching for a love that is worthy of you. For those of you who had an ending within a relationship where you felt like, you know, this was I feel like a long partnership, you know, and you're just wondering if you'll find love again, if you'll find balance again. You're feeling a lot lost from that. Those of you, and for the persons that I was saying where I feel that it was a loss, okay, and you lost a partner in spirit, it's like you're just searching for your emotional fulfillment. You're feeling like, will I ever find love again, like the way I had this love? And you know, there's a feeling of such a loss here, you know, a loss of emotion. Now it's like, what is emotionally going to fulfill me now that I've had this loss of this relationship? And I almost feel like you're on this journey of self-discovery and finding yourself. You have, you know, insomnia. You're worried about, you highlighting the Nine of Cups here. It's like you're worried about your wish fulfillment. Are my dreams, my desires going to come true? Like everything that I was working towards now, what am I working towards now? So it's almost like feeling like your wishes have been left unfulfilled in some way. Some of you may have been, you know, there's another scenario here that I'm getting. Some of you are wanting to get pregnant and have been going through some kind of IVF treatment and haven't, it's been unsuccessful in some way. I feel like the loss of, you know, having some kind of miscarriage, that's also coming up for some of you. And then also I'm getting here, you know, in regards to how am I going to take care of my kids now after this emotional, for those of you who have ending within a marriage, some kind of relationship, and you know, you're struggling there, perhaps you have children with this person, I feel like, you know, what's going to happen with my kids, how I'm going to be able to support myself. There's a feeling of that, or there's a feeling of, because of separation, you know, are my kids going to speak to me? Some of you are going through that scenario. For the person I really feel that had the loss of a partner that went to spirit, I feel like, you know, my children now not having that other half, not having their other parent, and I feel like there's a feeling here of just, you know, how am I going to manage now on my own supporting this family? There's a feeling like a burden, you know, of how can I do this? But you need to have hope and faith here. Okay, let's pull your outcome cards. Now, you did have grief. You are going, some of you could have also lost a pet. Okay, there's a loss of a dog here. You know, feeling, so there's grief of that, and this has been your companion, you know, but you have grief here. You need to allow your heart to heal. Okay, but at the same time, you have harmony. So I feel that you will have peace and harmony in your life again. For those of you who had an ending within a relationship, you will find the right partner. There's going to be a divine union that is meant for you. And for other, you know, for this person that lost this life partner, who passed away from cancer, I really feel that there's such this beautiful connection, and I feel you know, so much love coming from the other side, and I feel he's really trying to give you signs and messages, but you will have peace and harmony again. And you know, this feels like this has happened very early on in your time together, in your marriage together almost, I feel like, or your relationship together. And know that you know, I almost feel like you will be, you know, for those of you that are feeling like, will I feel this again? And, you know, there's a sense and feeling of like, there will be a union for you. You will feel love again. Because I almost feel like somehow you're feeling like there's nothing left for me. There's just a feeling of that coming up. I'm sorry that this is such a heavy reading, guys. But somebody needs to hear this message. Like I said, it will resonate for some and not others. Now, you do have the King of Pentacles, Death, and Ace of Wands. Now, again, I do feel that this was a father that went into spirit, okay? And this was your stability. This person was very loving, very nurturing, okay? And if this wasn't a person that passed into spirit, this is, I feel, was some kind of ending within a marriage, that you felt a close bonding and is a father to your children. There's a feeling of a lack, you've lost your stability, you lost your foundation. There's been some kind of ending here. All right, whether this person is crossed into spirit, or whether you've actually had a divorce or an ending within a relationship, that I'm feeling very much so. And there was a lot of passion, I feel, within this situation. A lot of love, a lot of passion. But what I'm getting here is that you've been going through this transformation. There's a new beginning, okay, that's emerging for you. A passionate new beginning. You will find passion in your life again. You're in this place of, there's a lot of wisdom that is coming in. You know, and even this person, that, you know, there's a lot of wisdom that was within them, okay, that I feel like I more even somehow see you as being the person that is now gained a lot of wisdom and a lot of understanding, a different perspective, seeing things differently, okay? But this whole path is, there's something very karmic. This is your path. I feel like the Wheel of Fortune is coming into play. I feel that there's something unfolding here. There's really part of your destiny. There's some kind of new beginning that's going to be happening. You're on this path of self-discovery. There's a spiritual awakening happening here. And even if, for those of you who've gone through this loss, it's just putting you completely on this new path here. This is brought about great growth for you. A lot of growth. This transformation has brought healing and growth. And this was a part of your path, this healing and growth. But not to lose hope. I also feel like, you know, highlighting Ace of Wands, there's a passionate new beginning here, and you have reunion. I almost get the sense and feeling there's something about you going through this discovery of yourself. This is about you connecting to spirit self. I also feel that your loved one in spirit it's like a reunion of souls. It's like, you know, at some point you will reunite and be together at some point. You know, none of us are here forever. There's a feeling of but even from spirit side, they're right there beside you, and you know, they're with you. And so I just get a sense and feeling of that. But you know, some of you are going to be reuniting with a person that you've had walked away from, where there was an ending, there was a close relationship. Some of you, this is going to be about that. So I'm going to go ahead and, oh, I know what I didn't do. I didn't pull your guidance cards. So let's go ahead and pull your guidance cards. What messages of guidance do you have for Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces from October 6th to October 13th? What messages of guidance do you have for Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces from October 6th to October 13th? What messages of guidance do you have from October 6th to the 13th? Yeah, some of you are having to leave home, and you know, there's this new move, and you're reluctant to move. It's like, you know, there's no place like home. There's a sense and feeling of that. So having to start over, okay, there's just a feeling of that coming up there. You are relocating, but know where you will go. It will feel like home for you, because I almost feel like, will I feel like it's home? There's definitely grand change. Some of you are relocating, moving. Some of you are moving to a different state. You know, possibility even overseas, some of you. And, you know, there's a bit of worry about that. It's like you need to open your imagination, be open to new beginnings. How would you imagine this home to be? Because you can create it. What messages of guidance you have for Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces? Okay. You know, and I feel like some of you need to seek out, perhaps you need to see a grief counselor. Or you need to seek support at this time. Go to counseling or seek out a friend that you could talk to. Don't be afraid to ask for help. I feel like some of you are hesitant in asking for help. There's help here around you. You need somebody to lean on at this time, and don't be afraid to do that. You're not alone. Seek out the help and support. What messages of guidance do you have for Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces from October 6th to 13th? Yeah, you know, there's a completion here, but you feel like unfinished symphony. So this is about feeling like something is left incomplete, feeling incomplete. Feeling like, you know, I needed some kind of closure, some kind of chapter that's not finished for you. Some of you, this isn't the end to your story. There's so much more for you, okay, that is going to unfold. There's blessings coming your way. You know, so some of you, I'm getting, you know, finish what you've started. For those, I almost get a sense and feeling you've been working towards things and yet you've left them unfinished. But, you know, it doesn't end here. There's a new beginning. Although one chapter of your life has come to a close, there's a brand new beginning here. And give me an outcome card, please. And your outcome card, my loves, is peace. You will have peace again. This is a time in your life right now. But focus on finding that peace within by focusing on love. Know that your loved one is very, very close to you, and they're surrounding you with love, comfort, and healing at this time. And know that the divine is blessing you, okay, and bringing peace and harmony into your life. It doesn't end here. This is a time in your life that you're feeling challenged, okay, but that you will feel peace again. And you will have your joy. You will have emotional fulfillment. Just trust, believe, and have faith. I know this was a heavy reading. And like I said, not all of you are going to resonate with this message. There was this very specific message here for somebody. But I really am, know that you're not alone. I'm supporting you on the path. Don't be afraid to ask for help. There's an incredible amount of healing energy coming in here from the divine. I feel the angels very, very close to you. And, you know, just trust, believe, and have faith. You're on the right path. And, you know, you are going to have, those of you who are making big moves, you know, you're being supported. Know that you will work through this. You will have the stability you need. And I almost feel like Spirit's helping you from the other side. Your loved one is helping you from the other side. Okay, so just have faith, hang in there, okay? And I'm sending you an incredible amount of love and healing. And don't be afraid to reach out and ask for help from others. Wishing you a blessed and beautiful week. Namaste.